'Twas the night before Christmas, and we being Jews, my wife and me, we had nothing to do. Those who aren't Jewish were home, hanging stocking with care, secure in the knowledge that Saint Nick would be there. But for us, once Hanukkah candles burnt down, there was nothing but boredom throughout the town. The malls and the theaters were all closed up tight. There weren't any concerts to go to that night. A dance would have saved us some ballroom or some swing, but we searched through the papers, and there wasn't a thing. Outside the window sat 2 feet of snow, while the wind chill, they say, was 15 below. And while all I could do was sit there and brood, my girl saved me, and she called out, "Chinese food!" So we ran to the closet, grabbed our hats, mitts, and boots to cover our heads, our hands, and our foots. We pulled on our jackets all puffy with down and boarded the T, bound for Brookline town. In search of a restaurant? Which one? Let's decide. We chose Golden Temple and ventured inside. Around us sat Jews, their platters piled up high with the finest foods that money could buy. There was roast duck and fake fried squid, sweet, sour, and spiced, dried kosher beef and mixed veggies, lo mein and rice, whole fish and mushi and shrimp, chow mi fu, and General Gao's chicken and maf po tofu. When at last we decided, the waiter did call, we said, "Skip the menu, we'll order it all." And when in due time the food was made, it came to our table in a sort of parade. Before us sat dim sum, spare ribs, and egg rolls, and 4 different soups in 4 great huge bowls. The courses kept coming, from spicy to mild, and higher toward the ceiling were piled. So much piled up, one dish after the other, my wife and I couldn't see each other. Now we sat there, we two, without proper utensils, while they handed us something that looked like 2 pencils. We ate till we couldn't, and drank down our teas, and barely had room for our fortune cookies. But my fortune was perfect. It summed up the mood when it said, even though it's kosher, it's still Chinese food. As for Tara, well, she got a real winner. Hers said, your companion will pay for dinner. Our bellies were full, and at last it was time to travel back home and write some bad rhyme of our Chinese food trek, and to privately speak about trying to define our chopstick technique. The MSG spun around in our heads as we tripped and we laughed and we gaily said, as we carried our leftovers home through the night, good Yom Tov, happy holidays, and to all a good night.